dealerships are getting what they deserve. Honestly, I live near a town called El Paso, Illinois, and the same trucks just sit there. They're probably like electrical trucks. It's a Ford dealership, so you shouldn't be surprised. Finally, the harvest can commence. Oh yeah, I was like, why didn't I plant any soybeans? I'm like, oh, I can't do soybeans. Look at that. Look what. Sorry, just come on. Look how beautiful this is. Damn, Farming Simulator, you've done it this time. I just watched how a John Deere like 9X harvester works, and oh my gosh, I now know why they're expensive. They have, or an X9. It does not look like this, but this thing is advanced beyond belief. Okay, so this case has better horsepower, has better fuel storage, has better physical storage. Okay, so the AF11 and the CR. Wait, hold on. The AF11 and CR11 are the same. So if you're a New Holland person or a Case person, there's almost the exact same, except for the CR11 is a little heavier. I really want this, and yes, they are really this expensive. Okay, I was about to say, I swear if they don't have a crawler track, I'm gonna freak my shit out. Never mind, we have a crawler track, we're good. Short pipe? I like my pipes long. Dear goodness. That's a big old pipe. I think our first is gonna be this one. This is a nice little combine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a Case fanatic. I love Case. Case is my favorite brand. Because it's red, and I love red. Red is amazing. Oopsie. Okay, so we're out of wheat. My hopes for the... okay, I'm not gonna lie. My hopes for this playthrough before, like, it was pretty decent, and then at the end of this, the first episode, it went kind of like... Okay, and that between the first and second episode, I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling confident, but now after the last episode, number 3, I'm feeling a bit more confident about myself here. You know, honestly, I hate to say it, I really want to put seasonal farming on, but I want to try something that's actually challenging. I could do soybeans, okay? I really could. But honestly, it gets boring. You want to do something different. Ooh. Did I get patchy? Ooh. Ew. Oh, no, it's only that part. Okay. Do I have my straw sit? My straw is disabled. I think, honestly, my combine's okay. It's the whitest. So therefore, I think my tractor is going to get the upgrade first. So the good thing is we do produce a lot of wheat. This looks like it came from the 80s. Again, the reason why we call this a combine is it combines harvesting and sorting, which took a lot of time, and it does that, combines it all into one organized platform. All you need to do is slap on a header, and There you go, you're done. One person can harvest the entire field in the place of thousands of workers before. You know what I really wish I could do? Take a time machine and take a combine, even this thing, which is basically very low end on the combine scale. This is a very low end harvester. And bring it to like the 1850s. Can you imagine what they would say? They would be disbelieved. They would be stunned. Because back then we used to have farms that would take thousands of workers in order to do what this machine can. Now, the thing is about wheat is that by itself, wheat is not going to earn as much as soy, but it actually produces. You can produce more wheat per hectare than soybeans. Oh my gosh, the part I know maybe I'm nerding out, but the harvesting graphics. Oh my gosh. I've been playing this game for over 12 years. I played Farming Simulator franchise for over 12 years, and just how much better than harvesting all the animations are is amazing. Like, this is peak, obviously. Man, even like 5 years ago, these graphics, like compared to even like 3 or 5 years ago, these graphics are just amazing. I feel like the great thing about Farming Simulator is that unlike I don't want to be a dipshit, but unlike like 2K where it's like, oh my god, you pay $70, you get a game that's almost the exact same, or Call of Duty, it actually evolves. Honestly, as much as I hate to admit it, my harvester does not really need that much of an upgrade. Yes, well, it will need an upgrade soon, but the first, again, look how wide this header is. I need to go get my menu, open it up. Because it's wider than my cultivator, and it's wider than my planter, so honestly, the first thing I'm going to do is sell my tractor and get an upgrade, maybe like a 6R, like a John Deere 6R, that wouldn't be that bad. And then I'm gonna get a better cultivator than a seeder, and then after that, I might work on the harvester. I could either get like a little bit of an upgrade or a bunch of an upgrade. It determines if I want to save for longer. Apparently, I cannot plant soybeans, and honestly, I don't think I'm gonna really want to get a planter for soybeans quite yet. So I think we're going to be stuck on the wheat game. Again, it's going to be a little slow, but I just need to realize that it's literally Farming Simulator. You're going to start slow. You're going to start inefficient. You're going to start sluggish. But then when you start getting upgrades, it starts picking up. But I will say I cannot wait for a crawler track. I would say if the AF11 did not have a crawler track, I'd be pissed. But honestly, I'm really happy for this game because guess what? The Case is the best harvester. I love the axial flow. The Black Combine was the best in like the past 3 games. And even the New Holland one was the best in some of the other games. Now it's kind of making a slight comeback. The header I have is like 6 meters, so it's already double the width of my cultivator. So honestly, I could give 2 craps about this right now. Again, not the best combine, but it's actually a pretty wide header. Like, usually you start with like a 3-meter header, but starting with a 6-meter header on Farming Sim is actually pretty good. Now, you could say, Raze, just get this, or whatever, get this, right? But here's the issue. Could I get a big header? Yes. And you might be saying, oh, the game is easy to slap a giant header. No, you can't, because this tractor does not have enough horsepower or processing power to handle such a large header. You need to have a shorter, like, you need to have the right combine for the right job. You can take this, like, you can literally take this weak header and slap it on. At that point, you'd rather have a big header, not this tiny, wimpy header. I'm not kidding you, we have gotten to a point in modern history where we'll get combines worth more than not just your house, but your property. Like, by the way, I would say, like, not even trying to, like, oh my god, I'm not trying to be, like, sound like a douche, but I have more land than the average person, and if we sold our property, literally everything in our name, we couldn't even get that. That thing is so expensive. Like, really expensive. And man, I looked at a video of the how a combine works inside. I've seen it multiple times. The maintenance on a combine looks like hell. All the amount of moving parts looks like it would wear down and break. I might get my guy on here to start using a cultivator, but at the same time, I need a trailer. I'm not gonna get it. I'm actually instead of I love harvesting. It's my favorite thing to do in Farming Simulator. And done. Okay, let's go get our wheat. So we produced 8,000 wheat. Honestly, with these 3 fields, I think we could. I'm gonna put my money on about 30,000 liters of wheat. Honestly, yeah. Next year we're wait. So when can I plant wheat? I can plant wheat 1 month in about 2 months. Okay, wheat takes a long time to grow. If they did not change it from 22 to 25, wheat's gonna take a long time to grow, which is actually not that bad of a deal to work out. Because here's the thing, wheat, well, as it's taking a long time, I can produce my stuff, my bread. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna mark down how many trailers I get of wheat. So we got 1 trailer, so every trailer is 8,000. In terms of our trailer, I don't think we need to upgrade. If we're running bread like we are now, I see no need to upgrade our trailer. My plan is to start, when I start getting enough fields, I'm basically going to destroy these 3 original fields and then build a production plant. Okay, so we got that. Now we can get back to harvesting. So we got 1 trailer full of wheat. I think we could generate 2, 3 more trailers, possibly. If you don't know why I love crawler tracks, they're not because they're expensive, because they allow a combine to maneuver extremely well. Like, you can just take turns like a champ. And, well, when you're harvesting, you're doing a lot of turning around. Crawler tracks, although expensive at first, they're going to prove to be amazing. I'm telling you guys, like, they are worth it. Get an extra $20,000 and get yourself a crawler track. They're amazing. You will thank me later. Like in the game. Yeah, again, my combine's a little small combine boy, but you know what, whatever, we can handle this. Again, it's not like we have the 6-meter header from like the previous games. If you think this is bad, wait till you go in the Farming Simulator like 2013, like from 2013. I don't know why I have to specify when it was from. Why I just said when it was from. Yeah. Again, wheat does produce a lot per acre. And I actually am thinking I'm probably gonna fuse these fields together, just get a little bit of extra oomph out of it. And plus, if I use AI workers, they're definitely going to have a better time handling this field. We have produced over 10,000 wheat on this field alone. Oh crap, maintenance costs, I forgot about that. And fuel. Fuel's not too expensive, it's the maintenance that's a really big issue about this. The only problem with upgrading harvesters is that they are extremely expensive to upgrade. They're probably the most expensive endeavor you have to put your work into. It takes a little bit to upgrade them. We may not get that much more wheat after if we ever combine all these fields, but whatever. I won't argue against merging them. Hello, thanks for watching, people. I hope you had a good New Year's. wish I checked if there were soybeans. Because honestly, if there were soybeans, I would have planted wheat. Because I figured, yeah, my seniors plant soybeans. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I was gonna plant soybeans too, but then the month where I found out that I can't plant soybeans, I found out that I can't provide seeders. And I could have honestly bought another one, but I just don't want to buy any more seeders right now. Almost full again. Do the honors. Don't do that again. How much can I hold? I can hold 126,000 liters. Damn. Is that more than my freaking, like, silos? like that. Why do that? It's so cool how you can just kind of like look inside. I don't really go inside too much. I like to do third person, of course. That's why I miss. I love how you can just hear like being raked in. You're being raked in. Rustling. Love that sound. Have to go again. I think we can get like 2 more trailers off this. Seeing that 3 is bigger than 5 and 5 yielded the full trailer, I honestly think we're gonna after this trailer we're gonna get one more. I'm watching a video called or whatever. It's a super dealership. It's like, oh, you need a credit application test drive a 2013 Outback. I'm about to say, who the hell was buying a 2013 Subaru Outback? But honestly, not a bad choice. Even today, even the old Supis, dude, I tell you, those things, just like Toyotas, I feel like Subarus just don't die. Like my grandpa he used to drive this brown Camry, and that damn car has like 500,000 miles on it, and it's on its third engine. He literally is. I mean, the frame of it's not bad actually. As last time I checked in, the thing's amazing. Like I don't even know how you can run a car 500,000 miles. Oh, well, it's a Toyota. I mean, good luck if you ever get a used Subaru. You don't find them because people love them. They don't sell them. I didn't need a credit application to test drive a Subaru Crosstrek 2013, a Silver Limited. I did that in Champaign. I remember when I test drove Crosstrek 2023 Crosstrek Limited. My first time in Champaign, it was a silvery one, and it was so nice. The car was amazing. And then I had to wait for like 5 months to get mine because mine's a red one, and red ones are rare or very difficult to come across. Like I literally went to Bloomington, Illinois, which is the city I lived in, and I'm not joking, you guys. Like I went to the dealership there, and they told me they get like 2 red Crosstreks in yearly. So one of them usually comes in every 6 months. Just to tell you how hard it is to get a Crosstrek. And now, after that, you want to get a red one, and you want to get a limited one. Which, again, there's like 5 specs. You can buy, well, there's like 4. There's at least the base, premium, sport, and limited. Which, by the way, the limited's better than the premium. I don't know why that is, but I guess it just exists. The limited is the most expensive, but the most safe version. I mean, the most expensive Crosstrek, like the limited, not including the hybrid, you're looking at $31,000. $32,000 if you want to upgrade it further and make it the Wilderness. And for, again, I know I toot this Subaru horn a lot. But I gotta admit, $30,000 for my car is amazing. And I am very satisfied. The only issue I've ever had with it is the stereo issue. So not a major like car ending issue. Not an issue where it's like if it really like you literally cannot resolve it. Yeah, the skit I'm watching is about Outback, Subaru Outback, 2013 one. But honestly, if you're a Subaru diehard and you want power, go for an Outback Wilderness. I've driven one, and the amount of power for a Subaru is nice. I mean, you can just speed it, because if you don't know, the Outback Wilderness is turbocharged, which is freaking this is nuts. I remember my cousin who has these like sports cars. He always he sold it a long time ago, but he used to drive a Camaro, and technically this Outback Wilderness was faster than it. I mean, it was a 2015 Camaro. It was nuts. And he was like challenging. He was challenging my dad. It's like, oh, Outback Wilderness, come on, take it. And he found out it was faster, and because it's like, no. Nuts. If you're a sportsy guy, the WRX is the better one. The rarest one I've seen is the Subaru, like, what is it, BWX? Something like that? I never see those. WRXs are a little uncommon. The most common model is definitely the Outback. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Especially if you go to like Lafayette, Indiana, because they're made there. Dude, can you imagine? I know I'm nerding out again, but dude, Subaru. Bring back the Brat, please. Do you know how many truck people there are? Subaru, if you brought back the Brat and you made it, no offense, maybe a little bit more masculine, oh my god, Subaru would be making bank. Make a Brat Wilderness. If you don't know, the Brat was actually an old truck that they used to make back in the 80s. They're a nice, like, little lowrider truck, but they stopped building them for some reason. I've seen one before. You don't see a lot of them. Those are... It's probably the least common Subaru I've ever actually seen. But they're so cool. My cousin wants trucks, and I'm saying, like, dude, go with a Brat. They're nice. Cool little trucks. Nah, but you can't hear because I'm in my headset. How much do I have my loan? I think I have like 24 grand. 24k. I have my 31k. I pay like 450 a month, or I have to pay a minimum of 430. If you think that's bad, wait. I usually make about $800 a month, and then I lose about 450. I pay 430 for my car, and I pay another 20 for my phone. So I basically net 350 a month. So if anybody's like, oh my gosh, why are you making so much money? I'm not. I am like strapped. And I am 19 and a half years old exactly today. If not exactly, like 19 and a half plus or minus 5 days. Or like 3. Alexa, what day is 182 days from now? Actually, I'm like 19 years old, 6 months and like 2 days. I'm about to say, I think I have 20k. I have 20k miles on my car. And I bought it about a year and 11 months ago. So in February, I'm actually going to get, my car's going to be 2 years. I love that car. Not bad. It's not a sports car. It's not a jank truck. It's not, like, the most powerful car in the world. But it's mine. I like it. Never have had a problem with it. Man, my old Equinox I used to have, it was pretty good, except for the fact that I swear the tire pressure was god-awful. I mean, I'm dead-ass not joking. You would literally have to air up the tire every month. I've never aired up my tires. Like, I've gone, like, 15,000 miles. I've never aired up my tires, and they stayed at, like, 40 PSI. And they started at, like, 44, so not bad. But you know what really gets me is when people think that it needs to be 100%, so they put it at 100 PSI. Yeah, the moment you hit a curve at like 50 mile an hour, just put the pieces together. Like, I can't help but laugh at the people that do that. Like, that is extreme amounts of pressure. Like, over 2.5 times what you should really be doing. Honestly, kudos to the tires for not exploding under 40 PSI of pressure. Man. It's gonna come very close to getting the full trailer. I don't think that'll generate 800 liters. Okay, so we got... I can make 30... From these 3 fields, I make 31,000 liters. Okay, so $31,000. Divide this by 113. And times this by 45, and this is how many bread. We can make 12,000 bread. And that makes, I think, up to $43,000 per harvest, which is actually not terrible. If we can make up almost around 50 grand, I mean, that's not including the other field. That's 43 grand a harvest. That's not terrible. I think... Okay, now, crop production per acre, FS25. Now, what about soybeans? Let's compare this to soybeans. So yield liters per acre. We make 7,090. Let's just say 7,000 liters. 7,029. We're just gonna say 7,000 liters per acre. If we did soybeans, we'd make 3,552. Or this 3,500. So we literally make half of them. Okay. So we make 30. So we make. What did we say? We made like 31,500 wheat. Divided by okay, actually, I should do this. Oh, we're making $46,000. Now divide that number by 2, and we get 15,000 soybeans per acre. Now, if we go to the price, let's see how much we can sell soybean. We could sell for like what? 3,000? Was it 3,000? In June, you can sell it. So 2,150. Let's say 2,150 divided by 1,000. We get $2.15 per soybean. Multiply this. Okay, holy shit. Ready for this, guys? If we farm soybeans on all 3 of these fields, we're making $33,862 a year. If we farm bread, just give me a second. We're making 12,000 bread, right? Okay, let me do the calculation again. 31,500, right? We divide this by 113. But then multiply by 90, and that's how much we get 25,000 flour a year. And then divide this by 2. And you know, divide that by 9. Okay. Sorry. So here's what we do. We get 31,500 wheat per year. We divide this by 113, right? Which just means, and then multiply by 90. This we get 25,000 flour a year. Then we multiply this by 2. We divide this by 2 because 90 flour equals 45 bread. We're gonna get 12,000 bread per year. 12,500 bread per harvest. From these fields alone, by the way. We're going to make more if we farm that field over there. Now, what the hell was I going to do? Bread. Okay. What's sorghum? I think I heard sorghum's okay. Sorghum's fine. Bread. Okay, so again, 30,500 divided by 1,000 is 3.5. So if 12,000 bread, we sell that for $3.5. We make $43,000. Okay, 31,500 divide this by 2, and we're making 15,000 soybeans a year. Multiply this. What the hell? Let's multiply this by soybeans, which we make $2.1. And we're making $33,000 a year. We are making $10,000 a year more if we make bread. And I can't believe I'm saying this as a soybean person, but we are definitely on the right path. We make 10K more a year from soybeans, yes, or from bread. Yes, there is extra steps. Yes, it's a little bit tedious. But you know what, honestly? It makes more money. Yeah, again, with the bakery and the grain mill, there are some steps involved. Actually, how long does it take to grow them? Actually, okay, let's also look at this, right? Let's say we plant, you plant soybeans in, let's say we do April, May, no, we do it in May, right? June, July, August, September, October, and then November. So it takes 6 months to grow soybeans. So if we... Now, I was about to say, oh, we could plant... Again, if we're doing seasons on, we can only harvest about one... Every year we can only harvest one rotation. We can't just plant after we go, unlike the other save. Now, now it takes a year. So honestly, yeah, we can only rotate one crop of soybeans and wheat. So 1-1, so versus each other, the more, the better idea is to actually just simply just go bread. The bread game is the best game. So yeah, doing the math, it is definitely a bit more better to sell bread and start like making and selling bread than it is to do soybeans. Honestly, if we had seasons off, yeah, soybeans would definitely be better. But honestly, I want to try this on, because honestly, I want a little bit of a challenge. We could probably make around $50,000 to $80,000 a year if we get that other field involved. I almost want to take out a loan and get a better tractor. But honestly, I'm very against loans. Maybe I'm a noob, but I'm just very against loans. Because again, they are expensive. And honestly, if we make up, if we actually just work off the money, we can honestly keep more money in our pockets. Because again, with with loans, there's interest, and that's just a total pain in the ass. Okay, so let's... I'm gonna put this AI guy on here. Oh. What are you doing? Dummy? Okay, okay. So, let's go to our tractor. Honestly, we have this right here. I want to get... We could probably get the John Deere. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a case guy. We could get the John Deere. The 6R is not a bad tractor. It's a very nice tractor. It's not the most powerful, but it's better than what we got right now. By a long shot. So, what about this one? Actually, let's go to our cultivators. How much does this take? It takes 150 horsepower. How much? Ape? Is that a Vespa? That looks like the font that Vespa uses. That's gotta be under Vespa or something. 850. Piaggio 850. Yup. Isn't it? Piaggio. The Tri-Vespa. Yup. I was right, because that is the Vespa, that is a, that's the Vespa font that they use. I thought that looked familiar. And it's owned by Piaggio, which, again, is the same company that owns Vespa. So interesting. That's an Italian little truck. I'm pretty sure the Americans are trying to ban this little truck. Even though it's technically a lot better, more fuel efficient, and easier to use than a classic American truck. Cry about it. I could take that. I could take that little cultivator, honestly. Hell. I honestly might get that little baby cultivator. I could sell this for $1,000. I have 16 grand. If I have to upgrade to that little cultivator I got, I definitely need a little bit more money. I need like for $1,000. It's 17 grand. And then after that, I need to make up like 7,000, which is not that much, but... Oh wait, I do have... I have canola. Honestly, I could directly bypass a tractor upgrade, or at least delay it. I'm not saying I could bypass the tractor. I think I'm going to delay it, because honestly, even though I can get that little cultivator, I'm definitely going to need a better cultivator to start, or a better tractor to pull the bigger cultivators, of course. I don't know if that one swivels. Let me see. Does that one swivel? No, it doesn't, and that's amazing. I need that. I need a non-swivel. I could handle these little cultivators that swivel, but they're such a pain in the ass. I cannot stand I cannot stand swiveling cultivators. Oh my goodness. I do have some canola I can sell. I used to be very, like, kind of, like, precarious, or, like, picky about what angle I put the rows at, but honestly, I don't. That's just time-consuming. I hate to say it, but honestly, we should definitely do we should just finish these fields with this cultivator, and I'm gonna sell my canola. I can't sell my cultivator unless I took out a loan. I could take out a loan on like a $10,000 loan, add on to that and get a cultivator, but no, I'll wait. I don't like paying interest. I really don't like paying interest. This tractor needs like repaired bad. I know it sounds crazy. I actually might delete my silo. Honestly, yeah, I'm wanting to, but honestly, if I get another grain type, I'm gonna suffer. Although I might do only wheat, and I'm only just, gonna go straight wheat. I don't think it's a good idea, honestly. It isn't. Because if I farm another type of, grain, it's gonna bite me so bad in the ass. I want my money, but honestly, yeah, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to be patient. At least I don't have to cultivate that big field with this thing. I'm a little bit nervous now because I'm gonna have to fix this tractor, and it's gonna be expensive. I know that the repairs on this thing are gonna be expensive. Yeah, honestly, the small, like, swivel things, like, the big swivelly cultivators aren't that bad, but the small ones are such a pain. I hate dealing with them. Let's see, canola, it's gonna sell for about $1.2 per liter. I can definitely get the money to buy this, but if I do buy it, the good cultivator, and sell it, I'm gonna have less than 10 grand. And really when I have like less than $50,000, I'm very aware. Because, again, it's less, this fact is less prevalent in newer FP or FS titles, but in the old FS titles, when you got below that amount of money, you were very screwed without a loan. And you could take out like a get out of jail loan, quote unquote, get out of jail loan, and just get out of your situation. But honestly, again, I avoid loans, even though I'm probably a noob for doing it. I don't want to go into debt, and I don't want to end this playthrough. I spend so many hours, I just don't want to go into debt. Again, I could sell my canola now. I really could, but it's worth about $900. I'd rather, even though, again, I could sell now, I honestly only sell my product when it's the best. That's how you get more efficiency. If you don't know, I'm like a nut for efficiency. If I can get a maximum increase efficiency, I will do it. Again, yeah, could sell my stuff now, but if I can get more money for it, I will wait. I need money, but I don't need it like it's not like a life or death situation, or financial life or death situation. I can wait for a bit. I think I'm producing honey. If I'm producing honey, that could be a nice thing to have. Nice thing to sell. My planter is annoying to use, but honestly, I can get over it. It's a little bit wide. I need to go purchase some seeds for it too. I hope I don't have to go all the way over to the seeds. I miss back in the old days when you could just buy seeds from a box, like infinite amounts of seeds from your box at home. It's kind of cool how you go get them, but it can be a little annoying. Again, nice if you're immersive, not if you're not. Oh, I'm staring at fields 9, 7, and 6 right now. Oof. You know exactly what's going through my brain. Again, I really like the other map on the other game a little bit better. It's a little bit open, it can get boring on the other map. But it did have a lot of field space. This probably does have a lot of field space. It's just a little bit annoying. One thing I really want for Farming Simulator in the next game or next maps to do is that I really want more square fields. I like the round fields, but honestly, from Illinois, you're spoiled to squares. Or even wedges. But look at field 7, 77. Jesus Christ. Oh, it looks like a turd. If that stupid road was not there, I'm telling you, if that road on 77 and 76 between that. If that road was not there, oh, that would be a hell of a merger. Is that the barge? Is that barge, like, right there? Is that what it is? Is that what that boat thing is? If that's the barge, if that's a selling point really close to me, that's nice. I will say, in this game, the selling points are nice. The graphics are nice, and the new edition of fruits are great. Like, I heard rice may not be the best, but, or grapes are, but I really want to try farming every fruit. I say that and I fail, but on it, and I, like, kind of give up or go to another game, but honestly, I want to kind of try. I could go to, like, England or, like, that one, like, Asian country, but I'm not gonna lie, I just love America. Who doesn't? Actually, you know, there's a lot of people that don't like America, and there's no problem with that, but hey, people's opinions, right? But yeah, I just really like America because, of course, I'm American. And honestly, I might go with a wind farm. Hey, you know what? Hey, if before people are like, oh, wind generators are cheap, wind farm, you're farming wind. I will definitely put a wind turbine up because I'm a wind turbine fanatic. How are we doing over here? We are doing good on flour. We're about to produce our another batch, but what's it on next month? Do we have a good amount of honey over here? We got 356 liters of honey. How much does honey sell for? Oh, you could sell it. Man, it is good. And get probably like $400 for honey, but honestly, I might just let it build up. It's not that like much I can get off it. There's not much. My honey production's low, but I'm not a honey main. Do cows eat wheat in this game? I assume they might be able to. I know cows eat hay. And they can produce manure, which is very nice for fields. Got like a little scrap. I probably might lease out a plow and merge these fields. I might as well at this point. I don't think I'll have enough time to plant another crop because I have to go to work in 40 minutes. Actually, like, 32 minutes to be exact. I think I have enough time to probably, like, merge these fields. I could sell my cattle pen, honestly. I don't really want to do ranching. I'm not going to sell it until I figure out if I can sell, work cows or not. These are cows are actually a pretty decent money-making thing. Man, usually in the other games you don't start out with honey or you don't start out with honey or animals at all. You have to actually get them. And maybe, you know what? They need water, which is easy. You can get a water tank and you get a trailer, which is like probably like a couple $1,000s. And after that, you can after you get the trailer, then you gotta like feed them. They can breed. I don't want to breed them though. Wait, do they make milk? I think that was an Angus cow. If that's if that's an Angus cow, it's not gonna make beef, or it's not gonna make milk. I wonder if they can breed and then actually make milk cows or dairy cows. Even an extra meter of cultivator width would be great, and a non-swivel cultivator would be also a really great thing to have. Again, these cultivators are a little bit annoying, but on small farms like these, they're okay. But I'd say, yeah, even with that addition of the other field, you really want to get yourself another cultivator afterwards. Now we're gonna get our first, we're gonna get another batch of flour here in a month. The only thing I'm worried about now is if our wheat production exceeds the amount of, you know, manufacturing handling. Basically what I'm trying to say is that what if I produce more wheat than I can reasonably handle? Wait, what I'm trying to say is that what if I can't produce enough? I need to find a better word for that. What if I produce so much wheat that it overflows and my manufacturing of bread cannot manufacture bread fast enough? If that happens, either I'll try to get a better plant, or I will try to get, or I might just plant one of the crops, some soybeans or some other harvestable thing. That's a great thing about wheat. Wheat is cheap. It's not going to make you a whole lot of money per acre, unless you process it though, and that's when it gets real good. I will say the big manufacturing plants, those things are like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's basically going to be like literally either like early to mid late game, for lack of a better term. I know we do have one pallet of bread. I can see it, I think. I can see that pallet. There it is. It's stuck in my barn. I'm not selling it till it gets a good point to selling. Each pallet can be worth up to $3,500, which is actually pretty crazy. Now, I will say with $100,000, I could actually get I could get smaller production points. But honestly, I'd really want a big production point, because I think the efficiency per dollar might be higher. I will calculate that. It says it's available, but I can't do that. The bakery can 120 cycles a month. And a big one, I think. 480 cycles a month. So yeah, definitely a bit higher. 4. Another thing I want to mention is that even though no one will hear this, and if everybody sees this as a recorded thing, I plan on doing a quote-unquote hiatus for coins. Oh my gosh, you're stopping? No, I'm not. The reason is that, you know, I don't have any coin boxes, 1. 2, I need to do some bookkeeping, and I need to start recording stuff. How many coins did I get this year of each category? How many bills did I get of each category? As well as that, I have a video to film about, you know, my $500 wheat penny search, which I'm done with. See all the wheat pennies on my table right now. I've been logging them. But anyway, and also, not just that, I actually have spoken multiple times about upgrading my table. And also, I probably need to clean my apartment a bit, you know. I'm not gonna lie, it's cluttered here, and I could do way better at housekeeping. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm the best housekeeper. Not the worst, not the best. I need to clean out. I do have a new, what do you call it? A new closet that I've opened up, and I can put all my stuff in there. But I need to put it in boxes. I need to protect them from the mice. I caught a mouse in my basement just yesterday. I caught at least 3 or 4 in my basement. Honestly, even if I kept clean, I feel like they'd come in. We found like 2 or... We actually found, hey, if you think that's a lot of mice, like 3 mice down here, or 4, we found 4 upstairs. 2 in one trap, too. 1 today. We found 1 today. Another one... Yeah, we found about 4 upstairs. 3 down here. I don't know what the hell it is with them. Maybe it's because it's warmer. But that doesn't make sense. If it's warmer, then why would the mice be out in here? So yeah, I'm gonna do my upgrades and some bookkeeping. I'll probably resume mid-January. Probably about... I might take a 2-week hiatus. Another thing I'm a little bit worried about is, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard there's a possibility of a recession. Now look, guys, I'm going to be completely honest, and I don't really want to hear some bullshit in my comment section. I don't want to be political, and just to be sure, I don't care for either side, but I have heard that due to the president being elected, there could be tariffs, and there could be economic hardships. I've also heard that whether Trump or Kamala was, you know, elected, there still would probably be economic hardships, and honestly, I'm a little bit worried because I don't want... I mean, I know the dollar's going to get inflated. But I don't know what that's going to affect... How that's going to affect me in terms of, like, pennies. You know? Because I'm a coin collector. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm probably I don't want to contribute to the panic, but I might actually think. Usually I do like my little like resupplies. I do that every about what do you want to say about 4-5 months. I go to Champagne. I might think about doing it again early next month because if there's economic hardships, honestly, I need to get these boxes. I need to secure them well before any shit happens. On another side, I might do a micro super search, like a $250 super search. I was gonna do a 500, but honestly, the logistics of another $500 super search within 6 months, and then another Christmas 2025 super search after that, I honestly, I would have to go to like 2 or 3 other states to do that, or I'd have to go to Rockford or Peoria. I hate Peoria. I don't care. I'm never going to Peoria for money. Because honestly, I just don't trust myself. Plus, there's only like 2 chases. Probably 1 or so that'll actually help me. I don't think Peoria is that good of an area. I could go to many little tiny banks and go get rolls and gather them up. I could, and if I have to, I might do that. Honestly, I'm too picky. I'm like, oh, if they're only going to give me like 5 penny rolls, I'm not going to accept. I need to stop that mentality because that's not a good mentality to get into. Any penny rolls are good. But anyway, another thing I have a little bit of a concern with is I feel like in 2026, and I feel like this will be regardless of who's elected. In 2026, I'm predicting a coin shortage due to the semi-quincentennial. We are going to be minting brand new coins, and honestly, again, it wouldn't even matter who is elected. I feel like all the coin people like me are going to go ape shit over 2026. So in quarter 3 and quarter 4 of January, I definitely need to start hoarding pennies. I'm talking about at least 700. But again, I have Fight for Life, so I'm going to have to save money as that. I also have to save money for this Fight for Life that's in 3 months. Honestly, I think I might have to limit my spending throughout 2025 heavier than I did in 2024. 2024 and 23 in terms of coin years was a pretty good lenient year. I was able to acquire it. 2024 was a little more choked because a year ago I used to get 2 boxes a month. I got that choked out and I got basically stopped from doing that from this one branch. I'm able to go get more boxes, but honestly, I need to be careful. And now you might be saying, oh, Ray, just go to like 500 different breaks. I don't, because here's a problem. Banks talk, and I don't want to get myself banned from the literal largest bank in the freaking world. So I do my best, I go on little tiny searches, and then I just stop. I could go to the outer bands of Chicago, but if you don't know me, I don't like Chicago. It's sketch. I don't want to go in the core, like Aurora. I've heard that out in the outer bands of Chicago, there are shitloads of Chase banks. Even if I asked for like $5 of pennies there, I would still be able to get a good supply if I gather them all up. Honestly, that's probably that's one of my plans. Don't go in the core of Chicago, but just go on the outer skirts. Another thing I can do is that there's this one Chase bank I can order from. I hope I can get like 10 boxes. Imagine if I get like 10 boxes, even like 4 boxes from an order, that would be amazing. Lafayette and Crossford. Oh, there goes a sign. Oopsie. It'll respawn. But Crossfordville and Lafayette, Indiana seem to be very poor in pennies. Like in wheat pennies. I found a little bit below average. Like literally 2 of the boxes out of the 4 boxes generated half below the average. One of them was 1 below average. The other one seems like it was 3 below average. And no offense to penny boxes from Indiana, but they didn't seem that interesting. I still might get from Indiana. Honestly, that could have been a bad batch. Like I get bad batches from Illinois all the time. I could have gotten a bad batch, so I'll probably try again. Do something else. Also, I could sign up for like PNC or something like that. Like PNC is another good branch I could try to get from. Maybe even a Busey. That sounds like a good one. I just like Chase because literally Chase is in every major city above 100,000 people. And Chase is a very stable bank. They are literally rich. They have almost $3.5 trillion in assets, like 3.3 to be exact. And they're not going to be going away soon, I don't see. And today, Chase and Heartland are both my biggest suppliers, or my biggest supplying company. Especially Chase, because Chase just doesn't give a shit sometimes. I've barely been denied from Chases. I only think I've ever came across like 2 Chases. One in Rockford, that's only done it for customers, or like they've only done it for businesses, and I have one in Lafayette that only gave me 1 out of 2 boxes I requested. Because they're like, oh, we do it for businesses, which I'm not going to argue. They need it more than I do. Maybe I can get a deal with my Bloomington branch. It's the closest one. I think actually like 2 branches like just don't give me any. Bloomington and Rockford. Like the only one in Bloomington and the one in Rockford. Bloomington, Illinois is annoying because it's I literally live in Bloomington, but it's the most poor city in terms of chases. It has the least amount of chases of any city I've ever come across, above 100,000 people. Could honestly go to Rockford. There's like 3 or 4 up there. Rockford is like 4 hours away, whereas Champaign is like 1.5 hours. No, Rockford's like 2 hours. Champagne's Champagne's probably like 1 hour. And Rockford's a little bit more crime-ridden. Or it's got a little bit more crime in it. Not saying Rockford's terrible, but again, I just don't like it that much. Maybe Madison. Madison is a little bit annoying. I've been to the center of Madison, I was riding there to go get a couple of chases. Honestly, the Capitol building around that block. I went to the Capitol, went to a chase there, and honestly, I don't think I could drive in Madison yet. I don't. I could drive around Champaign and Lafayette with no issue. Those are kind of like your medium-sized towns. But I don't see myself going another place like that. What about Springfield, Illinois? I have to say Illinois at the end of that because, there's so many Springfields. It's our capital city. I've been to Springfield. It's okay. There's only 2 chases in Springfield, damn it. One of them was permanently closed. Champagne is honestly where it's at my moment. Champagne has 5 Chase banks and 3 Heartland banks. Honestly, Champagne, I don't know if I will go to any other town. Because Champagne is amazing. I could go there every 3 months, but I don't really want to overstay my welcome and keep going over and over and over and over. I might try to order from this one Chase and see how I can go. Chase is pretty accepting, which is why I go there. I've only gone to a handful of Chase banks. I've gone to Chase banks in about what 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 or 5 different states, and they've all been pretty good. California is pretty nice. California Chase banks have the best boxes. I tell you, especially in S mints, and you shouldn't be surprised because S means San Francisco. S mint pennies come from San Francisco, and literally even getting a box of pennies from San Francisco, you're gonna look at 6 times as many S mints as you get in Illinois, and probably up to 12 to 15 times if as many S mints as the East Coast. Maybe I shouldn't be like that. What about Indianapolis? Indianapolis looks a little bit too big for me. I'm not into going cities like bigger than Bloomington or Lafayette or Champaign. Honestly, I might have to open up to accepting smaller banks. They don't talk way too much. And if I even get like 5 penny rolls, even like 5 penny rolls per place, that'd be nice. But I also gotta remember, I do spend gas getting there. So I don't want to get too much gas spent. I could go to Springfield, but Springfield for only like four boxes most. Yuck. Just no thank you. That's just not worth it. If I had like 3 chases, maybe yeah, but like 2, it's just not worth it. Again, I just can't go over Champagne. I've been able to go to Champagne. I've gotten 12 boxes. Freaking nuts. 12 boxes is enough to supply me for about 6 months, half a year. Honestly, I might do another like I might do another resupply in a. I want to say around the dates about March 20th or late March. I definitely will think about resupplying. I can get enough penny box. If I got like $200, I definitely prepare for my quote unquote super search on my birthday because I'm turning 20. I might as well do somewhat of a super search. I can also ask my relatives that get pennies. The only problem about asking for pennies for Christmas or birthdays is that, yes, even though they're cheap, a box is about 25 bucks, and it is cheap, my relatives don't know how to get penny boxes in bulk like I do. This is why I don't rely upon asking them for Christmas or my birthday. Because I had this one person, I'm thankful for them, they got me like they got me a bunch of pennies, but they went to like 10 banks and got me like $20 in pennies. I'm like, dude, like they got like 2 rolls per bank. I'm like, if you're getting 2 rolls, oof, you probably get like 5 or 10. I have about 6 minutes until I'm gonna stop. Honestly, that's perfect. When I get back on, I'm probably gonna replant. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit bored on my Minecraft stream last night. I'm gonna try to get back into Minecraft. I may have burnt myself out a bit. I'm gonna try to get into the grind. I don't want to like let that world go to shit. It's still a pretty good world. I mean, it got Elytra and stuff in it. It just takes a long time to build stuff. Yeah. You gotta realize I've been playing that world for like so long. I might need a break anyway. Also, I literally started building a country world and I stopped. I need to do that. I need to get back into that. So close. Finally, I'm done. I guess there's only one red light. I'm like, is the light out? Is there like a damage thing? Oh, no. How are we doing over here? I think I'm gonna stop now. Okay. I don't think we need 8 trailers. That's great. That's the highest trailer we can get. The highest one was like 75,000. What's this? A lot more selection of cars now. A motorbike? Semi-trailers. Here's the good stuff right here. Honestly, I might have to upgrade to this. I could upgrade to this, but that is a long way to go. Put a front loader on this. Might have to do that. I'm probably gonna put this. I'm gonna get a front end loader for this. Honestly, like, narrow tires, standard, US, I'm gonna do a none, that. I'm looking at $148,000. Honestly, I might do that, and I can honestly just sell the forklift. Even though I like my little forklift, could sell it for 40,000. Nice little forklift, I can sell it. I like this forklift though. I like it. I want to keep it, but it's like honestly, at the same time, I want to sell it, but at the same time, it's like nice having it because it's small. It does exactly what it needs to do. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. See you guys. I might be back. I might take a while because I might do some bookkeeping, and yeah. Peace out.